Some of the easiest dirt cheap tax deeds are not at auctions. So if you want an easy way to buy some cheap property here in 2026, this could be the video for you. Now, easy means less competition. And that's why we want to go and find properties sometimes where you don't have to bid. Maybe you want to be at home in the comfort of your living room or kitchen in your underwear. Then we can show you how to do that with tax deeds, and they're not going to be at the auction. So this is called an over-the-counter tax deed. And I'm going to refer to my sheet here as I go because I have notes, and my goal here this year is to make good content, but it's going to be a little rough around the edges. One take is how we're going to do videos here in 26 moving forward. So if you're looking for a flashy presentation, then this is not going to be it. I'm going to be looking at my sheet the whole time. I'm going to be walking around the house, moving freely, and having fun. So a lot of the best deals aren't going to be in crowded rooms. They're going to be sitting in county inventory behind a desk, just sitting there, maybe even collecting dust. You see, the thing is, in the US, there are 1,500 and some tax deed counties, all of them phone numbers. A lot of them have live auctions, but a lot of them have an auction, and maybe all the property, or not all the property, maybe some of the properties didn't sell at that auction. So what does that mean for you? That means it's a government seized property that you can call them up, get the list, and maybe be able to buy it without having to bid, without having to go to a, as I have in my notes here, a loud, emotional, time-pressured auction. Not gonna lie, I used a bit of AI for help on my script with my thoughts, but the AI can't, I'm not AI right now, can't freeball it a little bit, you know what I mean? So over-the-counter tax deeds are quietly sitting there right now, waiting for you, and some folks could buy them today. Like, in fact, when we do our live streams, we always expose deals, and some folks are literally on the stream being like, oh, I'm looking at this deal right now. So tip, if you want us to do a lot of the work for you, just tune into the live streams a couple times a week because we pull properties and you can follow along. There's folks who tune in on the live streams all the time and they're like, oh, I bought a property in Minnesota for $3,000 and it was worth $10, $20, $30,000. Now, at the end of the day, remember, this is investing, so there is risk, right? This is educational content. I'm not a doctor or an astronaut, nor do I pretend to be one online or anywhere, although it would be fun to be an astronaut, but I think I'm a bit too old for that now. So this channel is dedicated to helping you make money with tax lien and deed investing. And if we haven't met before, I'm Dustin Hahn, and I've been in this game now for 20 years. This happens to be, we're now the #1 channel on tax liens and deeds on YouTube, which is pretty cool. We got videos going back like up to 10 years, way before the AI. So if you're wondering, you know, is this just some AI version? Go back in time, 10 years on our channel, thousands of videos, and our site Tax Lien School is the #1 free resource for helping tax lien and deed investors. We have tons of free resources. We'll put a map up here, Gab, the editor. If you can please pop that up and take a screenshot of that if you want. But we're here to help you. So our mission is to make tax lien and deed investing accessible for everybody who wants to make money. And part of my goal was when I got started in this business, in a few minutes, we'll get to the tips, so make sure to stick around. But when I got started, you know, I was literally watching tapes in my parents' basement. You know, I was 20 years old. All my friends were going out to the club, and I'm just watching tapes in the cold basement, learning about this concept that made no sense. I had nobody to talk to. I was literally just all alone, was so foreign. And the resources you guys have at your fingertips here on this channel and everything you have available to you to help you, the odds are stacked in your favor. If you tuned into the last video though, I made a video on why most people will fail in this business. And can you guess why most folks will fail? The reason most folks will fail is because sometimes this is a bit boring, right? It's not as exciting as buying some crypto coin or stock or something like that. This stuff is exciting when you learn the concept, but then from there you do have to put in some elbow grease into it and do some of the boring work. But the fun thing is that AI does a lot of the boring work for us here today. So to help everybody get started, always below this video is a free mini course, the ABCs of Tax Lien Deed Investing. This is the most comprehensive free mini course out there to help you get going. There's a directory with it, and that is in the description below. If you want it, or if you already have it, you can schedule a call and we can see if we can help you get a deal within 30 days. So let's go back here to my sheet, okay? Now, as you probably don't even know it, but you're investing in tax liens or deeds already because banks are one of the largest investors in tax liens. They're putting your money into tax liens. They pay you pennies, nothing. They blow up the economy, and then they get bailed out, keeping their million. Anyways, that's a bank rant. But today we're talking about over-the-counters. So these are properties that didn't sell. So the easiest thing you guys can do today, pick any county you want. You can go to Google, say, hey, give me a list of the counties in Georgia. Give them a call. Or you can get the deed directory below. Just crack it open, call them up, ask the simple questions. Hey, what happened to the properties that didn't sell at the tax deed auction? Where did they go? Can I get the list? Get them to mail it over to you. And this process rewards the boring work, which is going out, getting these lists. And here's why beginners have an advantage in over-the-counter tax deeds. You can do this stuff from home. You can start small, sometimes with as little as 50 bucks, which is cool. Now, are all properties gonna be 50 bucks? No. The warning here is a lot of these will be junk properties, right? You see folks in the description, they're like, oh, there's a reason this didn't sell at the sale. This guy's just selling courses. We do have courses, but we do give away most of the things online as well. So there will be some junk available at these sales, but it's up to you to roll up your elbow grease. So think of it this way. The more money you have, the less elbow grease you'll have to put in, because if you only have a couple $100, you're gonna have to get in there and start looking through the lists of properties. But the cool thing is nowadays we have AI, which can literally analyze tons of properties for us with the push of a button. So that's why it's more important than ever for you to get started in the business now, because the people who are using AI are gonna have the biggest advantage. So here's your 5 action steps. Action step number 1, pick a county. Any county can, well, not any county, but just pick a county and give them a call and see what they have for a list, okay? Step 2, print it out, go through it, put those properties in a spreadsheet, sort them by a judged value and the price of them, okay? Very important thing, avoid landlocked properties like in Arizona or Nevada. You'll find a whole bunch of things cheap, but they're literally in the middle of nowhere. And unless there's gold in the hills or uranium, you're probably not gonna make money on that property. Some of these cheap lots though, you could put up a billboard on the side of the road, collect residual income on it, and that's a great way to turn a weird piece of property into something that could be profitable, okay? Next thing you wanna do is read the county rules. Very important. Think of this business like the game of Monopoly, all right? You have the board, the rules here, blank board, and what you do, the game of Monopoly, everybody knows how to play it, except you go to a new county and you ask for the rules. You say, hey, can I have the rules on how to play Monopoly here? You figure it out, you learn the rules, and that's how you operate. Because some of these places, they might only take cash, some might take credit card, some might want a 10% deposit, okay? So learn the rules. For example, in Texas, if you have outstanding taxes in Texas, you shouldn't be buying there. They might not let you buy. Very important rule, okay? The big thing is to immerse yourself in this and take action. You know, this is as easy as it will ever get when it comes to making money in real estate. Like, you know, there's a million ways to make money. Most of the information is all free online, right? If you want to learn how to stock trade, Amazon, any of that stuff is free online. But the big question is, why aren't we all millionaires, right? Everything these days is at our fingertips. It's easy. Food right to the door. You don't have to travel anywhere. But yet most people are more miserable, broke, depressed, and overweight than ever. It's just because things are easy now. Obviously, this is an easy way to start, but if you can combine taking a method that can be easy with having just a little bit of discipline to do some boring work. And that's why we created, oh, I didn't even bring it over here. I call it the TFI operating doctrine. Okay, this is the Total Freedom Investor. And basically I created this to help people make money in this business. And our goal is to create a disciplined plan to wealth in real estate. And a big part of what I've included in this doctrine is to do the boring work. Master a proven system that might not be that flashy. You know, put in 4 to 7 hours a week into this business and stick with it. And this stuff will compound and be able to help you make some money in real estate. It helped me. This is a movement that we're creating. It's not for like a get rich quick tourist. You know, if you're down to your last buck, you should probably just work some overtime and save up a bit of money to do this. You know, we're here to do some boring work. We're here to find some auctions, and I'm going to put this doctrine in the ABCs so everybody can do it. And we'll also put it on the website so you can read through it. And really what it is it's an operating procedure to making money in this real estate, to be able to help yourself retire and change your life. Because there's a fundamental way to go about this that not a lot of people do. You know, this isn't for people who aren't willing to do a bit of work. You're gonna have to analyze some deals. It can be boring at times. You know, if you have zero capital, zero credit, this isn't gonna be your, what do you call it? Your foghorn in the dark. As you can see, it's super foggy out there right now. I can hear the foghorn. You might have to work a bit of overtime to go and do this. You know, we're building a life of freedom to be able to do what we want, all right? And in this, I have a TFI operator. You know, you have a battle amongst you and you're fighting wars on many ways. Your attention is being sucked away from you. You know, the banks are screwing you on interest rates, and banks are rewarding debt. The economy rewards debt, credit, and spending. So we want to be able to fight against that, and also the collapsing of the middle class. You know, the price of everything is just going through the roof, and you need a tool to break out. So appreciate you guys tuning into this channel. I'm going to do my best to help you do it, right? And, you know, calling a spade, a lot of folks are like, oh, if this works so good, why is this diabolical man teaching this? First off, there's like 5,000 auctions, 3,000 counties a year, and there's no way I can get to it all. You know, if you know my story, I put up a couple videos, they went viral. I never set out to do this, and we give away as much free information as possible here on the channel. And if you really want to go deep dive with us, you can come join us at an auction. We can build you an AI or just show you where deals are so you can get your first one and save some trial and error. So there's a link below. You can schedule a call if that is appealing to you, or there's the ABCs there as well. Check out the videos on the channel. So it's time to take action. Appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.